Hey there, hi there, Libras, and welcome to your reading. All right, so up first, I have for you, listen, Libras. I'm going to tell you what's up, okay? So, a lot going on here. But yeah, we've got trust, we've got coven, power of sisterhood. The universe has a plan for you. Things are working out, looking beautiful, looking up and bright. Let's see. We have death, okay? So things are looking up, things are looking bright, and then you have the death card. But this is something that's growing from you, okay? This is a transformation that's happening. And you can see here that this woman, like her hair is the soil and the flowers are growing out of it. Like she is of the earth, she is of the dirt, you know? We're going back to like the basics. We're going back to the fundamentals here. We've got Ace of Swords, a moment of truth, of realization, of clarity, a big moment, honestly. It's like a breakthrough moment, really. January, ditch old habits, recharge, and focus on self-care, fresh start, goal setting. Yeah, we've just come through January, February, and now we're in March, and now it's like 3/3. It's, you know, it's the blood moon, and it's you know, it's snowing outside here in New York, so it's like there's a lot of you know, variables here. But through the winter storm, through the death, through the transformation, you know, I feel like there's a sense of renewal here. There's a sense that there's going to be a breakthrough and a moment of truth, a moment of clarity here for you, Libra. Cloudy judgment. Wow. So we go from clarity to cloudy judgment. Woo. Okay. Lightning bolts. Wow. That's a 180. Illusions, unbalanced, and distorted. Someone is distorted. Someone's unbalanced. That's interesting, Libra, because you are balanced. You know, you do bring fairness and balance. Why is that happening? Why is the cloudy judgment? Starlight illuminates your struggle. Ooh, so you're having a struggle here. There's a struggle here with illusions. Okay. Ooh, to struggle, this is the time to climb. To struggle is the time to climb. Wow, there's a ladder to the moon. There's someone climbing a cliff here. Wow, okay. So there's cloudy judgment, but it looks like you're clear-headed about this. So this could be another person's judgments. Oh my God, there's the Six of Wands. There's a victory here. This is so random. Why is there a cloudy... Are you worried that you're not going to be successful? Are you worried that you're not going to be victorious? Because I feel like you already are. You're already celebrating. The Chariot. Okay. The car light's on. Your ride is here.
I got this candle.
Dreams. Look to your dreams. They hold all the answers you seek. Yes. Wow. Okay. So everything is like super positive except for the one judgment card, cloudy judgment card. Maybe somebody doesn't believe in you. Maybe you're doubting yourself just a little bit, Libra. Maybe you feel like you can't do this, you know? Maybe you feel like this isn't like meant for you or something like that. But I feel like it is. I feel like it's going to work out. Great mystery. I reveal the wisdom keys to your destiny. Destiny, dreams coming true, wisdom. This is all really good stuff. Let's expand on this cloudy judgment. Okay, the Emperor. Okay, so there might be a masculine energy that's like a force that doesn't really love, like, I almost said love you. I meant support you. No, that was meant to come through. I feel like you're worried that someone isn't going to love or support you. Maybe they're going to come off as a little bit of a dictatorship. Maybe they're going to come off as a little bit, you know, unsupportive when it comes to your hopes, your goals, and your dreams. But the Emperor can, in the dream world, the Emperor can be a leader and a good force for change and transformation, but they can also be someone who is very controlling and very manipulative. So maybe your dreams are telling you that you want to be loved, you want to be supported, you want to take on the leadership role, but you're worried about, what if I'm coming off as too strong, too dictatorial, or is that someone who is doing that to you, Libra? Wow, look at this. Devi Ma Kali. The baby is born. The sun is illuminating on the baby, or the crescent moon even. I feel like it could be a little bit of both, you know? It's this new sun energy, this new moon energy. The blood moon. Wow. And then we have Ten of Pentacles. We have, like a grandfather with all these sunflowers all around him. And there's a husband and wife and their kids by a lighthouse. And look, death, sunflowers, mushrooms, the tree of life, the family tree, the origins. Pentacles. Sunflowers are always the pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is love and family and supporting each other. The lighthouse isn't a destination per se. It's more of like a port to like warn ships to like stay away from the cliffs, and this, you're getting too close to the cliffs. And that light is a beacon that shore is here, you're very close to shore, but just stay away from the cliffs, so be careful with that. It's a beautiful, happy family picture. There's like generational love here. There's generational support here. So I'm getting like legacy, like you were born for this, like this was the role you were meant to have. Kali is a major goddess in Hinduism, like associated with death and destruction and time, transcendental knowledge, and the first of 10 Mahadevas, a group of goddesses. Wow, so it's like you're like a goddess, okay, Libra? You were born for this. Oh my goodness, I love it. This is your destiny. This is your dreams coming true. This is what you were born to do. She was part of a group of goddesses who provided liberating knowledge. Oh my God. Kali is held as most famous. She is the preeminent deity in the Hindu Tantric and the Kalikula worship traditions, and a central figure of goddess-centric sects of Hinduism as well as in Shaivism. Kali is chiefly worshipped as the divine mother of the universe, divine feminine energy. Oh my God, Libra, this is so beautiful. Like the law is written. Wow, like it's so, I love this. This is really great stuff. Page of Wands. Yes, you're familiar. Your cat is sending you, saying, follow me on this trail, follow me on this path. You're going in the right direction here. You got the spark of creativity, you got the spark of passion igniting. Wow. And then we have this elephant, finder of lost things. Wow. Yeah, your destiny, your purpose. I feel like you felt disconnected from it for some time. For a while now, you were like, what is my destiny again? What is my purpose again? What am I supposed to do here? And now you have found it again. You've been restored. An elephant never forgets. And you are a finder of lost things, Libra. Like, you're so good at finding things. Oh my God. You like hate losing things, but like, you know how to find things too. And not just for yourself. I feel like you're a leader. I feel like you're really able to help people back on their path of success. It's really beautiful. Get away. Run away in the sunset. Begin an adventure and go on vacation? What? You're going on vacation? What? You're beginning a new adventure. in this day and age with technology and in society and in this economy, it's sometimes really hard and difficult for us to like physically go on a journey and pay for a whole luxury vacation or cruise or whatever. But I feel like for you, it's like super spiritual and super metaphorical. And I feel like you're able to still go on adventures, even from, just like your front, like your desk, like just sitting at home in front of your computer, or you're able to like, be immersed in the experience, even just as a viewer watching, like on the TV, for instance. And I know it's like, there's, like in Survivor, they're always like, join today. And you're like, who's going to watch my kids for me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like for you, it's like, your time will come, Libra, but it's also like you're on an adventure, you're like part of it, you're a fan, and it's good for you for now, and then you'll get there eventually. But I feel like you're working on something really beautiful here. Abundance. What? Manifesting abundance. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. Wow, Libra, this is so beautiful. Oh my God, I love this. Look at all the hands coming together too. That's your coven. That's your sisterhood. That's all the divine feminine goddess energy just coming together. Teamwork. Oh my God, I love it. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're standing on your own here. Like, you're standing on your own in a sense where, like, you might not be able to, like, be around lots of people all the time, but you are definitely supported here. You definitely can feel the collective energy here. Maybe it's a Libra energy collectively. You feel the energy of other Libras around you, and you feel supported. This is the card of love and support. And look, we have the moon. Look at this again. Divine goddess moon energy. Your past self with your future self, and there you are watching it unfold. You're like, okay, it's all coming together. The maiden, the mother, the crone. Okay, you're the mother, Libra, and right now you're experiencing this very unique bond where you're transcending time on your spiritual journey. You see a path here. This path leads to the moon. So you're seeing it happen. You're witnessing it right before your very eyes, or eye, right? There's an eye here. This is your intuition. This is your third eye chakra. This is your moon energy. This is divine feminine goddess energy. Ace of Cups. There's your abundance. Lucky times are ahead. You're filling your cup with emotional abundance. You're feeding yourself love here and light here and support here on your journey. And can you hear me? Look, half her water is immersed under the water, and it's a shell, and it's like a conch shell, right? And she's making the call, right? She's letting everyone know she's here. Do you hear me? Like, she wants a response back from the universe, Libra. You're waiting. You want the universe to respond in a way that says, yes, we've got you. This is going to happen. We're going to make this work. We're going to make this happen. And that's what you are waiting to hear back on. You're waiting for that message, and you're getting all these signs from the universe as you're waiting for that message that it is coming. There's a sense of like patience and needing to, wait a little bit, because we're dealing with time here. We're dealing with transformation here, but it is happening, and it's very exciting. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Again, there's all the sunflowers. Look at this. Death, growth, transformation, and look, now you are here. And look at this. There's the falcon, and there you are with your falcon or your hawk or whatever. Yeah, that's you. That's your hand. That's your guide. That's your spirit guide. These are your pentacles. These are your sunflowers. These are the flowers that have grown from the seeds that you have planted. Libra, you planted these seeds, and now you're seeing these pentacles, this abundance here, and you're really like blown away, honestly. Like, I feel like you've kind of shocked and surprised yourself in a way. Like, your voice is really like come out of its little, preferable shell there, because, you're under the water, you're kind of still, in the shadow a little bit. I don't know if you watched my Shadow Queen series or your shadow reading that I did about a month ago, but it's definitely very highly suggested. And it's like you learned a lot from doing your shadow work, and now you're doing like your light work. You're moving from the shadow to the light, and it's so remarkable and so beautiful, and it's been such an amazing journey, and it's really brought in you a lot of abundance here, a lot of pentacles here, because you allowed for the transformation, you accepted it, you embraced it, you welcomed it. Some people don't always welcome the transformation. They're still stuck in that like guilty stage. They're still stuck in that like grieving stage of like, oh, I used to be this person and now I'm this person and woe is me. It's like, well, yeah, you used to be that person, but you're not that person anymore. But sometimes they want to stay being that person forever, and they want to stay in that role forever, even though the transformation, it's already happened. They just haven't embraced it. They just haven't accepted it. Okay. And it can be a little hard to be around people like that who aren't, embracing reality, basically. But there's the sword of truth. There's the clarity, and so, yeah, these are falcons. Okay, good. Because I'm like, I always get the falcons and the hawks like messed up there. But, yeah, it's really interesting. They're birds of prey, the falcons. Wow, interesting. Okay, now we're seeing something here. You might even be seeing falcons outside on your journeys, on your travels, on your car rides to the supermarket, to the grocery store. They symbolize vision, focus, freedom, and divine guidance, encouraging clarity, determination, and spiritual insight. Trusting your intuition. Gaining perspectives, perceive situations, and heightened awareness. Yes. See, you're in your home. You're in your safe space. You're in your garden with all your beautiful sunflowers, all of your beautiful abundance. And there is your intuition, your clarity. There is the sign. There is the symbol right there. You're seeing things for what they really are. And you're speaking about it, and you're transforming and transcending into a whole new level. Like you're leveling up. If your life was a game, and you were on like level 50, you're like on level like 60 now. Like that's how much has changed in the last like couple months. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like a lot has changed. Okay. 7 of Swords. Yeah. You had to walk away. The 7 of Swords card keeps coming out every single reading I do. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not against seeing this card because it really points out, again, the clarity and the emphasis of being clear and concise and precise. You had to leave. Okay. This, woman, she's leaving this village, and she's going off on her own little adventure here, and you definitely had to leave the shadow world. You had to leave, you were there for a time, you spent some time in it, you got to know some people, some personalities, you got to feel some feels, and now you're like, okay, time to go. Like, been there, done that, now it's time to go. And that's the thing, is like, the swords are what you carry with you. It's your clarity, it's your vision, it's your determination, it's your spiritual insight, it's what you've learned along the way. And you've got these divine feminine energies backing you up, they're like, I know it sucks to be around individuals that aren't experiencing divine feminism. It sucks. It's not fun. But, you went and you did what you had to do. You visited these people. You saw what they represent during these times, during these spiritual transformational periods of time. And they're still stuck in the past. They're still living in denial. They're still not facing reality. you know, and now they're trying to distort reality and create a whole really sick, honestly, mentally ill type scenario. And it's unfortunate when you see someone who's experiencing mental illness and they're not addressing that, you know, and they're not trying to cure themselves from that. And they're in denial about it. And so they project it onto you and make it your problem. And you're like, no, you're an adult and you have an illness and there's nothing wrong with that. But you need to get the cure. You know, you need to do the work. You need to get better. When you're sick, when you have a cold, you take medicine to get better. You drink tea. You know, there's methods and ways of curing yourself and making yourself better. Same goes for mental illness. And I'm a huge supporter of bringing mental illness awareness to my audience, which I know my audience is like 2 people, but for those of you 2 people that are watching this, I really do take mental illness seriously, and I really take people's feelings into account. But there comes a time and a place where you need to establish boundaries and the truth with people who create very misguided, very abusive, very psychologically abusive, very emotionally abusive narratives against your character. And I feel like you were dealing with that with this village, okay? Take it as it resonates, but I feel like this village of people, this group of people, were, you know, character assassination, you know, using traumatic events like people's deaths to harm you and to abuse you, Libra. And that's not right. And that's why you got the hell out of there. You're like, adios, amigo. I'm out. Bye. Bye. Like, you're like, no, thank you. Okay. Anyways, so you're out of that. Thank God you're done with that. Ugh. You know, it's not a fun feeling, you know, having to face, you know, these people who don't want to do their shadow work and don't want to do their light work. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? King of Pentacles. And, you know, this, you know, I saw the Emperor card in the beginning, and I feel like it was what was clouding your judgment, you know? It was like someone here had cloudy judgment, wasn't really thinking clearly. A masculine who like a distorted perception, you know, you being worried that you're coming across as like too strong or too bold. You're not too strong. You're not too bold. You're bold enough. You're strong enough. And this is what's creating your stability. This is what's creating your abundance. This is what's creating your prosperity. And you don't need to lower your standards or make yourself small for people who, you know, like I'm getting like a hierarchy here. You know, like you're like, where am I on the hierarchy? You know, if it goes so-and-so, 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 I'm at the bottom when I'm the, you know, I'm the one here who's taking care of everything. So that doesn't make much sense, you know? But yeah, that's where you need to make things clear. That's why that Ace of Swords is there to say, nah. If there's a hierarchy, I'm at the top. And that's how it goes. All right, and that's how it should be, Libra, okay? So make sure you know that. It's not the end, only the beginning. Exactly. It's not the end. It's only the beginning. So don't worry. It's the start of something new. Manifesting the one. Very soon your true love will arrive. Let's go. Okay, calling in your soulmate. It's your best friend. Your soulmate's your best friend. Friendship is vital to your romance. Feelings deepen and blossom. Your best friend is your soulmate. Your body is pissed at you. Oh, get the F outside. Move your ass. What? Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm totally getting that vibe. You know, I think that you know, the universe wants you to go out. It wants you to explore. It wants you to like get out of your head, you know, and it might be, you know, setting off some, you know, signals and signs. And also I feel like you're kind of like letting everybody know that they need to like get up out of their ass, off their ass too. Like if you have to get up and go and do your work, which you do Libra, okay, because you're like very like very strict with yourself, then these other individuals who are talking a bunch of and, you know, saying you don't do enough and blah blah blah, they need to get up off their ass and they need to go do something, you know, like they're one to talk, right? They're one to I feel like they like this one person in particular I'm picking up on, like they keep trying to tell you what to do, Libra, while they're just sitting, you know, on their ass at home doing nothing. Nada. Like out of everybody here, out of all this energy here that I feel, like you're doing the most, Libra, but you're getting like the least amount of respect. You're getting the least amount of credit. The universe, on the other hand, on the flip side, the universe is like, we got you. We want you to succeed. We want to reward you. But this particular group of individuals is like completely like trying to like destroy you, you know, and sucks. It really sucks. It's really messed up. It's really hurtful. But you gotta just block them out, set up your boundaries, let them know you are not to mess with me. Get the F out, get up off your ass, and you do something for a change. Okay? Treasured memories. Yeah, let's go back to this. Let's go back to treasured memories. King of Swords. Look at all the cute little butterflies flying around him. And he's just like pissed. He's carrying a sword and he's looking pissed, right? Yeah, I would be pissed too. I would be pissed too if I were you. Like, you are not someone to be messed with. Like, sometimes, like, people, like, are, like, so, like, shocked and astounded when you speak up for yourself, Libra. And you're like, yeah, but I'm a Libra. I literally stand for justice. I literally stand for balance and harmony. And ain't none of that happening right now. And I'm not liking it too much. And then you might like start to get like legal on their ass, you know, you're like, if you don't behave yourself, I'm gonna have to take legal action. And then they're all like, what? Who do you think you are, Libra? And you're like, I'm a Libra. That's literally what I do. That's literally my character, is justice. Law enforcement. Hello? Like, it's a red moon, like, it's 3-3, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know, these people need to get spiritual real fast, okay, because they're missing this, they're missing the boat on this one, okay. Mountain of Mastery, ascend towards self-realization and triumph, guided by the stoic presence of the Mastery Mountain pathway. And that's you, Libra. You are this stoic, strong character, and everyone, not everyone, I mean, it's just like you have a big family, I'm getting, you know, there's a lot of people in your family, there's a lot of siblings, there's the grandparents, there's the aunts, the uncles, and, you know, like, these people aren't acting like family. Okay, I'm not talking about every single family member, but there's definitely a very specific group here that's not acting like family. You know, they're being very disrespectful to you. They're being very hostile to you. They're emotionally abusing you. They're threatening you. And it's disgusting. It's so gross. It's so freaking gross. I hate it. It's so nasty. And, you know, my heart goes out to you, Libra, because it's like, you don't deserve that. You're doing the most work out of everybody. You know, most of these people just get in the car and drive to a location and do some tasks and then get paid and then talk a bunch of crap about you. It's like, okay, anyone can do that. But you know what takes real balls of steel here? You know, it takes real King of Swords energy here, real Emperor energy here, because you got a lot of masculine energy. You got a lot of divine masculine energy backing you up. Look at this. You got the King of Swords and Pentacles. What? And the Emperor? Okay. You know, he's in there somewhere. But yeah, like, you know, like, you got real, like, balls of steel here, Libra. And the thing is like these, certain energies are, attacking you, attacking your character, attacking all the hard work you're doing, not even rewarding you, not even celebrating you, just constantly like, oh, you need to do better, you need to do more, you need to do better. It's like, who are you to tell me that? Like, who died and made you God? You know? Who died and made you Jesus? It's ridiculous. It's so freaking ridiculous. Ugh. Like, that's so annoying. And that's the thing, too, is these people keep using death. They keep using the discussion of death and dying and grieving as a weapon to hurt you, like as an excuse of why they're allowed to hurt you. It's like, oh, the universe did something bad to me. Oh, I'm so mad. It just reminded me of how little I control. Really? Really? You didn't already know that? Maybe you need to get spiritual, Maybe you need to pick up a deck of tarot cards or something. Like, jeez.
Mom.
Ridiculous.
Mommy.
All right, so I get it, Libras. You got a lot going on here, but you also have a lot of support for what you're going through right now. And I have Libra in my birth chart, and I have my moon is in my Libra aspect or whatever it's called. So, the intuition, the moon energy mixed with my Libra energy of fairness and justice. In legal matters, it's very intertwined with my moon energy and my intuition. Okay, so I get it. Like, there's this, feeling right now where you're mastering your life and you're mastering, your spiritual journey here, and you're really becoming like one with this whole like very unique divine part of yourself, and it's so beautiful and it's so transformative. But you're also like getting you're feeling a lot of like blockages too. Like you're feeling a lot of people trying to control you and constrain you and pull you back down and bring you down to their level. But you've risen already. Like you've already risen, you are rising. You are rising. Mountain of mastery. Yeah. Peaks reached. Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascent. If you've climbed high and earned your view, and you've definitely earned your view, and you've definitely climbed very high, you've definitely done a lot of great work. So be very proud of yourself, Libra. And don't listen to those haters. Don't listen to those toxic family members. Don't listen to those frenemies. You have got this. You have earned this. You deserve this. You want this. You've got it. Okay? And you're going to keep getting it. You're going to keep getting your abundance. Oh my God. Justice. Justice, Libra. The scales are balanced. You are one with yourself, Libra. The truth has been revealed. The clarity has been revealed. It's all happening. It's all happening. It's happening for you. Say it 3 times. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And you don't care, Libra. You don't care if you piss off some people along the way. In fact, your body wants you to be pissed off. It wants you to be mad at these people because they keep attacking you. You have every right to be angry with these people for hurting you and attacking you and causing you harm and just breaking your heart, really, honestly, just showing and revealing what kind of character these people are, what kind of people they are, what kind of lengths they're willing to go to try to destroy you and your character. Character assassination. But the thing is the truth is what really matters in the end. And you know your truth, and you know who you are, because you're a Libra, and you stand for justice, and you stand for what's right. All right? Love and light always, Libra. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check out your soulmate video, your shadow video on your Libra playlist. And take care, Libras.